welcome to the Lost and Faded podcast, where we get faded and lost into whatever movie I'm filming for the week. This week, Interstellar, with me, Byron, and Dan.
Hello.
We're back.
We're back.
I keep saying that.
We're always back.
So we're gonna do a brief summary, and then we're just gonna get straight into talking whatever we want to talk about.
Interstellar. This is what we want to talk about. That's what we're here for, in case you forgot.
Oh yeah, whatever. All right, Interstellar is this like father and daughter story about a father astronaut who has to go out into space on this long journey to save humanity while his daughter is sad on Earth.
That was good.
That was a good one.
That was good.
Yeah.
Directed by Christopher Nolan.
Directed by Christopher Nolan, Matthew McConaughey, Jessica Chastain, Anne Hathaway,
John Lithgow, Michael Caine,
Timothy
Chalamet.
Yeah. I was like, damn, that's him.
Talk about bad glow up. Worst glow up.
I don't think that's how that works. Are you talking about like from in this movie?
In this movie.
Oh yeah, it's rough. But okay, so first off, the Earth, how they made it, like just
Dusty.
and it's like the population's low. All they're eating is corn.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of scary.
Yeah.
It feels like in this movie, he's looking for these like broad ideas, but it has a lot of realism into it. Like this could be a possible future.
Yeah. But
What?
I don't know. Like it probably won't. I mean, it might.
No.
But not like a Dust Bowl, you know? Like we're not getting a second Dust Bowl.
No, I don't think we're gonna get.
But it is set in like
It just feels very
it's
realistic.
it's very. This is climate change.
Oh, we should do something.
Yeah. And what we should do is leave the planet.
Yeah, go out to another planet on some half-ass plan that we kind of came up with, and we didn't like super think about
No.
it. I will never understand. Like, so they were gonna go on the mission without Cooper.
Yeah, yeah. Because he
He just gets recruited because his future self told him that.
And they're like, who sent you here?
And he's like, doesn't matter. He's like, anomaly.
Yeah. I think Michael Caine, I think, is on board for that, though.
Yeah, he's definitely, he's like, thank God we found him.
Yeah.
They were like, we didn't know what we were doing. They were about to send that crew up.
Yeah. Yeah, who's going to fly the plane?
I don't know.
It's not.
One of them, I guess.
Yeah. The robot.
Yeah, probably mostly the robot. They did say they were doing simulations, I think. So I think they have some flight experience.
Yeah.
But that crew is not, other than Cooper, that crew is not it.
Yeah. No.
Like, they like make all the worst decisions.
Yeah.
Like every chance they make, they get to the water planet, which immediately, you know, you only have like a few hours you can do.
Oh my God. It's like they don't even have a clock that they're looking at.
Yeah, they don't have a clock. They're just like, okay, we got this. As soon as I get close to the ground and I see it's all water, let's go back up.
No,
guys.
yeah, don't stay down there.
Let's go back up. We lost 3 years. Let's go back up. No, they land. They're looking around this huge, like, just planet of water.
Yeah.
And they're like trying to find the beacon.
And the ship is in parts.
Yeah, the
Get
ship's
out of
in
there.
parts.
Get out of there.
They're like, we're on top of the beacon. And then they pick up a piece of a broken ship. I'm like, yeah, like, what did you, like, you didn't see a ship when you were coming down. You didn't see anything.
Yeah.
I don't think
they make a lot of bad decisions.
Too many bad decisions. Even after they realize this wreckage, Anne Hathaway's character is like, I gotta look around for the rest of like the information
Yeah.
from this.
And then she gets stuck under
Just
a piece of wreckage.
I have to look back to how she got stuck under that. I don't think it makes sense.
No.
One moment she's over it, grabbing it. The next minute she's under it, like somehow.
Yeah, literally. Like 2 seconds. And she got her whole body stuck under it. Do you like how the robots move in water, though?
Yeah. Those robots are so cool.
The robots are cool.
I like how they move, he picked her up and like just was going fast to get back to the ship.
I like his rivalry with Matthew McConaughey too.
Yeah.
He's always making jokes with him.
Humor at 75%. I'm like, honestly the same. Those jokes were a little wild sometimes.
Yeah. It's because he's like an ex-military robot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. It's all just dark.
So he's like,
humor.
he's like, I'm gonna kill you.
And he's like, I don't like that. I wouldn't like that.
Yeah.
And the other people are just fine with it. Like, this is pretty funny.
Yeah, they were very on board with it.
How do you feel about the relationship between Cooper and Murphy?
And his daughter.
Yeah.
Isn't
it Murph?
That is very, Murph.
Yeah.
Because Murphy's Law.
Yeah. They had to make that whole scene. It's okay.
I think this is Christopher Nolan's corniest movie, but
Really?
yeah.
Over Tenet?
Tenet's not corny. Tenet is like cool. This movie is like
Saying Tenet is cool.
Tenet is cool.
Is wild.
Tenet's cool. In this movie, he's like, oh, I love my daughter. Like, come on. We get it, Christopher Nolan. You love your daughter.
I mean, I guess I like the relationship.
No, it's good. It's good.
It's a strong relationship.
Just corny.
I don't think it's that corny.
It's a little corny. I think it's corny.
I feel like I don't like any of it.
But it does, like, it makes you cry. Like, what was the first time? Did you cry watching this?
Yeah.
What was it? What moment did you cry?
When he gets all the messages from when they come back on the water planet, and it's just slowly watching his son just grow up. I mean, he cried after like the first video.
Yeah.
But it was
He missed a
also
lot of
like
time.
a smile of relief into just crying.
Yeah.
And I
Like he was
like
like super joyful.
yeah, that you could see them, and it wasn't like they died or anything.
Yeah.
But then it's just straight tears for like 5 minutes, which it's very sad. He's doing this mission so that they can have good lives. But then, because this one planet, by the way, mostly fucked everything up.
Yeah.
Just the water planet mostly fucked everything up. And
I think that was my biggest surprise the first time watching this movie, as I was like, oh, they're gonna go on this big journey. There's like 3 planets. And then they get to the first one and they're like, oh, that mission's fucked. Like, come on, guys.
And Cooper is mad because they're not prepared. And I'm just like, what were they doing in that trade?
Right.
They definitely didn't trade enough actual like astronauts.
No.
They were more scientists than anything.
But it was also like they sent them on a suicide mission.
Yeah.
And it
was basically a suicide mission.
Which, okay, hold on. I was going to ask about the babies.
Oh, the babies? I don't want to think about that.
Okay, don't think about that.
That's such a weird concept. I mean, for survival, makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't want to think about the I don't know. It's just so weird.
Like,
you're sitting there, you're raising a whole generation.
so not to skip to the end, but people know that, right?
Yeah, they know that. It's doesn't matter.
Like, do Matthew McConaughey and what's her name?
Anne Hathaway.
And Anne Hathaway, do they raise all those kids?
Yeah, that's the spin-off movie. That's Interstellar too.
Wow.
But I don't, because it ends on them or him going to find her because she just set up that whole colony bullshit.
And presumably he finds her.
Yeah, I think he probably most likely does, especially with the technology.
That would suck if he didn't make it.
I mean, I feel like
He had all the tools to get there.
the future generations want him to make it. So
yeah.
whatever. We'll get to that stuff a little bit later.
New format.
But the suicide plan, which the only person who knew it was a suicide plan was
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
Ah.
And and then he reveals it to Murphy on his deathbed. He's like, "You have to forgive me." And she's like, "Why? What are you talking about?" And he just drops down on her and dies. I'm just like, that's kind of a coward's move.
Right.
I was like, you sent your own daughter also on the suicide mission, knowing that well, it was more suicide on Earth's side.
Yeah.
Like everyone on Earth is gonna die because they sent them out with basically the colony for the future humans to a potential planet, which riding it all on one ship or like 2-3 ships instead of making some more and then doing multiple trips was dumb.
Like multiple missions.
Yeah. I feel like they definitely should have had another like group going shortly after Cooper's.
Yeah.
And if like I don't know.
Yeah, one ship. Dude, I guess the excuse was that they didn't have the resources.
Yeah. Which I'm like, where's that tax money going then?
Yeah, literally. Where is the tax money going? The school. Do you like that scene? With the scene with the principal, when he's like, you're not teaching them about the moon.
I didn't like the scene at all. Well, I just didn't like the fact that it is kind of a true reality of in the future, our like people are dying and like scientists are like they forget a lot of the history. They're probably gonna think we faked the moon landing. I'm like, we did not. Let's be real. Can we just stop this, please?
I don't know, man. It could happen.
I was like, they weren't even making a good argument. They were just like, yeah, we had to bankrupt the Soviets. I was like, I felt no.
Like people wouldn't. Well, people might.
I guess, and the fact that they just believe it, but also this generation is like 2 generations after ours type shit.
Do they say the year? I don't think they say the year.
They don't say the year, but I think like the grandpa in this
John
would be
Lithgow.
like someone our age now.
Yeah, because he's like, I like him. I like the baseball scene.
Yeah.
Where he's like,
I don't want to eat popcorn at a baseball game. I want to eat a hot dog. So I'm like, yeah. But then you realize, oh, it's because all they eat is corn.
yeah, that sucks.
He's sick of these.
But yeah, only corn.
Yeah.
Supposedly, Christopher Nolan learned to plant corn from producing Man of Steel.
Wow.
Yeah, so fun fact for you.
I don't even know. Did they even have corn in Man of Steel?
Yeah, because he's like at the farm, you know, with Papa Kent.
Yeah, well, Papa can't.
And so that corn became this corn in a way.
Sure. I don't know if that's how that works, but yeah.
That's how it works. Christopher Nolan learned to plant corn in Man of Steel. And then he planted all the corn in Tenet.
Did you say Tenet?
And then Interstellar.
But okay. So
One of my notes was, quote, I want a hot dog, John Lithgow.
nice.
So
He did want a hot dog.
he did want a hot dog. Did you like the knockoff Yankees? You know,
No, I didn't know.
they're like the Yankees, and they're just like,
just not the
yeah, just like a bunch of baseball is not their full-time job.
yeah. I wasn't even paying that much attention to that game.
I think I just seen it a lot, you know, and because I was really paying attention to John Lithgow because I was.
That one quote held on to your memory.
I think I was just happy to see him. I don't know what else he's in, but he's funny.
Yeah, he's not in that much. I mean, this movie came out like 10 years ago.
Yeah, he's still around.
Yeah.
And I think it's funny that normally Christopher Nolan casts, normally Michael Caine's his guy, and Michael Caine's like a serious old man.
Well, they need two old men.
Yeah, but John Lithgow is like not serious. He's like the opposite of
That's
Michael
fine.
Caine. I know, that's why I like him.
Yeah, Michael Caine's just always super serious.
Yeah. And lying about the mission.
Something. He's lying about something. Sometimes it feels like he's like talking like through like poetry.
He's always fucking saying that quote, "Don't go gently into that dark night." Something like that.
Yeah,
That's not.
I don't think that was the quote, but yeah, something like that.
Don't go gently into that dark night. That's it. Is that from the movie, The Dark Knight?
I don't know. I don't know where you got that line. I feel like I heard it before though.
That's what he says. That's what he keeps saying. It's honestly so annoying. And it's on his gravestone. See, that's what I'm talking about. Christopher Nolan, this is his corniest movie. And it's his corniest movie. Because of the corn.
Oh.
That's a clip.
I'm not clipping that.
Clip that. You gotta clip that.
We'll see. I'm just not dealing with this right now. I'm sorry.
You did this to me.
All right.
Do you want to know what my next note is?
Sure. What's your fucking next note?
Dust apocalypse. Window open. Don't leave your window open in the dust apocalypse.
Yes.
Come on.
Would what is she doing?
That's ridiculous.
I would be mad. I mean, now your room's fucked up.
Come on, Murph.
Also,
know better.
the fact that they're used to these fucking dust storms, and I'm just like, why aren't you guys moving? What?
Yeah. Get out of there.
And the craziest part is, the son. I forgot what the son's name is. Casey Affleck. He's like,
Ooh.
I'm just gonna stay in this house. We're not gonna move. I'm just gonna keep farming. That's all I know how to do. And his wife and son are like coughing themselves to death.
They're like, we're literally dying. we need to go. That's the worst glow up that I was talking about. Going from Timothy Chalamet to Casey Affleck.
It's definitely a rough Casey Affleck.
Yeah.
We forgot to name him too.
Mm-hmm.
I think he does a really good job in this movie.
Timothy Chalamet?
No. Casey Affleck.
That's crazy.
Timothy was in it for like 5 minutes.
You didn't like his performance?
It was alright. It was okay.
Was it better or worse than Wonka?
I haven't seen one.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Have you?
No, I haven't seen Wonka.
Maybe better. But
Did you know that the girl who plays young Murph is the Twilight baby? Now you know that.
ew, I don't. Okay. Wow,
She's good though.
yeah,
she's good.
in a lot of movies.
Yeah.
As a child, and then
As a weird baby.
she was the baby.
Yeah, you know the freaky CGI baby?
She was that's the baby.
She's the baby.
She
Esmeralda? Is that her name?
she wasn't like the kid, and like
She might no, she was the kid. She was the kid.
Okay.
The kid with the weird face.
because I was like, not that CGI baby.
No, she was the CGI baby. She starts as the CGI baby. I'm being very serious right now. I have not seen the last movie. I've seen how many Twilight movies are there?
There's 4.
There's 5. I've seen 4 of the 5. There's 4 books. There's 5 movies. This is where you learn how much I know about Twilight. I've seen 4 movies and I saw them all. No, don't cut this. I've seen all but 4. I've seen 4 Twilight movies. I haven't seen the 5th. But Murph is in that movie.
Okay.
People who have seen Twilight can tell you.
I've seen Twilight.
Ask Megan.
I've seen Twilight.
Oh. Have you seen all 5?
Yeah. All right. So how do you feel about Matt Damon?
He is a sniveling little baby.
He's such an asshole. He's the worst type of person. He's like, I was alone for so many years. Now this is my mission.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure we succeed, even if it costs us other humans that are like. All Cooper was saying was he wants to go back to Earth. That is when we have to go back to Earth. It could have been more of a debate.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, he is just like purposely he's just so selfish.
Yeah, he was like, "Nah, I'm gonna take this mission and I'm gonna do it myself, and I'm gonna kill you if I have to."
And he knew he signed everyone up for a suicide mission. He signed up the 12 people.
Oh, he did.
Because he was the leader of the mission. Because do you remember in the beginning when you first meet Michael Caine and they're in the boardroom?
Mm-hmm.
They're like, we sent these 12 pilots to space. And they show a bunch of pictures, and then they're like, and Dr. Mann. And they don't show his. Because it's Matt Damon.
Yeah.
That's a big reveal. So he's the leader of the mission.
Damn.
And then he's the leader of the mission, and he knows it's a suicide mission. But then he calls for them to get him because he's lonely. Like, come on, Matt Damon.
Dude, like, I just don't understand what his whole plan was. Like, okay, so you take the ship and where do you go? To another planet?
Yeah, to the planet that they're going to colonize.
Yeah. Oh, is it the third planet?
Yeah, the third planet.
That's the planet that Anne Hathaway ends on, right?
Yeah, that her lover was on. I don't know his name.
Yeah, I forgot about the lover.
They
should have picked the lover.
Yeah, they should have picked the lover.
Because Matt Damon went insane.
Well, Matthew McConaughey, and I didn't pick this up before. Matthew McConaughey was like, he doesn't listen to her because she gives that big monologue about love. He doesn't listen to her because he's mad about the water planet.
Yeah, he's still mad about the water.
So he's like, no, we're not. We listened to your idea, and we lost 23 years.
Yeah. That honestly, when Matthew McConaughey was like, we just shouldn't do this water planet because we'll lose too much time, they should have agreed.
Yeah.
Because it just made no sense.
Because they could have flown to the last planet.
Yeah. And I even feel like thinking about that concept and like that because also I guess you could have saw the astronaut who was there on that water planet before them. She crashed. Like you could see the crash happen when they're about to land.
Oh, really?
That's how slow it was going.
Oh.
So like she crashes as soon as she gets there.
Yeah, because she's only there for like
land.
an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's fun.
Yeah. I don't even because it was always just the initial beacon. Which the fact that they don't know the difference between the beacons.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, they were not prepared at all.
No.
I don't. The plan was just never gonna work.
It goes bad really fast.
Like the only reason it worked, or because anything happened, is because people from the far future picked Cooper, his daughter,
to save them. Ooh, do you like that reveal? Do you think it's a reveal?
Yeah,
where
it's like reveal. Where it's like she's the savior and not him.
Yeah. It's embarrassing, Matthew McConaughey.
I mean, they're both the saviors if we're gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Because he did send the message to her.
What do you think it says about Christopher Nolan that he makes a movie, presumably he has a daughter, he makes a movie about a guy who's going to raise the person who saves the world?
I'm not thinking that too hard into it. I feel like you're trying to really figure out some type of
I don't know
from it or
I feel like it just like says a lot about Christopher Nolan, you know, where he's like,
I think he just wanted a father-daughter story.
Yeah,
a really cool one where he was like, let me try to do some like time travel shit but make it realistic.
Yeah, no. But also I love my daughter. This is a sad movie about dads and daughters, and she's gonna save the world.
It's a very sad movie too. Like,
yeah,
even like at the end when it's revealed that he's like he did it, they saved the humanity, and then she's like old and she was in cryo sleep waiting for him to come back.
Yeah.
And then now she's about to die.
It's fucked up.
And I was like, her kids are around her. They don't interact with
That's
them.
crazy.
They just move away from her and let them have their moment. And then she's like, you shouldn't have to see your kid die. Go enjoy life. And then they just move back around.
Like no one is like,
no one's like, hey, that's your like grandfather or great grandfather.
they're just like, who's this guy?
Literally, like, I don't know. It's weird. She's probably told stories about him. Well, I mean, everyone knows the story about him.
But they don't seem to care.
No. Sweet. I
Like if
also
you
wanna-
met, yeah.
I want to know what exactly was the story she was telling. Because he's like, yeah, my dad's in a bookshelf.
Right.
He somehow sent a message on my clock or my watch that through Morse code. And I
now-
still haven't seen him.
Right.
But I figured out all the shit. We're fine.
And now I'm gonna send you all to space.
Yeah.
Let's all get on my ship.
Which I think it's multiple space stations, which is pretty cool.
Oh yeah. I was confused by that. Because I always thought it was one big ship.
I think it's multiple space stations. I think like that's one space station and there's probably another one. I don't know how it works. But yeah, that's interesting that they decided to do that instead of going to the actual planet. What's your next note?
I'm glad you asked, Byron. Well, we already talked about Matt Damon, but my next note is Christopher Nolan loves Matt Damon. Because he's in Oppenheimer.
True. Like, you know what's also weird? Matt Damon did this movie, then he was like, I'm gonna be in The Martian. I'm gonna do more space shit.
Yeah. They were like really close together, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. Like, you know,
Wasn't
this,
it like 2016? The Martian?
yeah, I wanna say so. You call this the Matt Damon space era.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just those two.
Two great movies though.
Oh yeah, really good.
Do you like that the science is real? It's not.
It's not real.
But it's like supposedly based off of like,
A theory.
yeah, or like real black holes.
I thought that was very interesting using black holes because we don't really explore that type of stuff. I do like the idea of like the different times and shit. It's kind of scary. I mean, I'm not out there in space, so I don't have to worry about it.
No.
There's so many variables. They have to go into cryo sleep to extend themselves. Remember that dude was in the ship while they were on that water planet?
Oh my god, he has the worst fate. First, he's in that ship and he's alone for 23 years. And they're like, oh yeah, you can just study that black hole or whatever.
He does it for 20 years.
And then he's the first one to die in the next mission. Like he's up there for 23 years.
Bogus way to die too.
Yeah.
Because Matt Damon sabotaged his
His
thing.
robot, yeah.
Like,
Cheap.
what's going on with him? I don't understand him. He's like, I'm gonna sabotage this. Someone tries to work on it. Bam, dead. And I was like, I really don't know what his plan was. The more I think about it,
Well, I think his plan got messed up because Matthew McConaughey needed the ship to go to Earth.
yeah.
So that's when I don't think he was originally going to kill them.
But he was bringing that thing with them.
Oh, the robot?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was going to. But I'm like, he's just carrying a bomb that he knows that can go up. I don't.
He could have set it up after them.
Yeah, true.
Do you like the docking maneuvers?
Oh yeah, that scene was crazy.
Yeah.
I really like that scene. Christopher Nolan he kills it, and also the sound design during that
Oh, yeah.
part where it was just like silent until they closed all the things in the ship, and then the sound started coming back.
Yeah.
So because they weren't in space anymore, I
Like-
like that.
He makes parking really intense. Like it's the most intense. Like it's weird because it's not like an action movie,
Yeah.
but it's like intense.
He knows how he kills it.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't waste any time in this movie either. This movie is close to 3 hours long, and he packs a lot into this movie.
Yeah. He does some over-explaining at the beginning, I think. I think this was Christopher Nolan's over-explaining era.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could have cut off a lot of the beginning part. I even like that school part. We didn't really need that school part.
Yeah. Or like, you know how it starts as a like documentary?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And they're just like explaining the Dust Bowl.
Yeah, and then it just disappears halfway, like a
Yeah.
third of the way in the movie. Which I understand. But I'm also like, you could have just shown like one or two of those, but they kept doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just a documentary from at the Cooper's house in the future.
His like house museum that he decides to live in.
So weird.
But only for like a night.
Yeah, only for a night because he's like, I'm not worried about staying in the past. I want to know what's going on right now. Which I like that he wants to explore more.
Yeah. That's what he is. He's an explorer.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't like have him like set up already for that shit. And instead, he just steals one.
Yeah. I know. I was surprised by that. Like, why? You have like. Surely his daughter could be like,
yeah,
here's a ship.
Literally, he just saved humanity. He was part of the reason.
Right.
He should be like able to be like going out there.
Oh.
But
Did you like the monologues?
no.
No.
So many. I forgot how many monologues are in this movie.
I like them. They're not too bad. Oh, you know what? The part that first made me cry, not cry necessarily, cry a little bit, was when he's driving away from the house.
Oh yeah, that part was sad.
And that's when the score gets really good.
Mm-hmm. I remember before Matt Damon's like betrayal, the music started getting weird. It was like it started getting suspenseful. And I was like, not them setting up the betrayal like this. It's so obvious.
It's kind of obvious, especially because I feel like that's why he cast Matt Damon. He's like, well, maybe not.
I think he wanted the like, you can trust Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Type shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you think we were supposed to trust Matt Damon? Because I saw Matt Damon and I was like, I don't trust this guy.
Well, yeah, I kind of agree with that, but I'm like, I feel like he expected people to be like, yeah, we're gonna trust Matt Damon. Yeah, I'm high as fuck right now. All right, so what did you like about the movie? Did you have another note?
No, I feel like we covered most of my notes.
Okay, but what did you like about the movie?
Young Murph driving away made me cry. Yeah, young Murph. Murph.
Older Murph
and when they're the same age and she calls him.
Oh my god.
That's like the last message.
Dude, I would be pissed if I was her.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you doing up there? And the fact that he can't send shit back must be so frustrating.
Yeah.
Oh, they really fucked it up with that water planet. They really fucked things up at the first planet they go on. All right, but what did you like?
I would say it's epic in scope.
Oh yeah, it's very epic.
Love it. Obviously it's practical movies. They like practical effects, like even in space, like they're in water. Like it's great. It's a great movie.
Do you like the cast?
I like the cast. I don't like Casey Affleck. No. I want that to be on the record.
Do you just not like him as a actor? Or do you not like him in this movie?
I would say I don't like him as an actor in general, and I don't think. I mean, he's good in this movie because
I think he's doing really good in this movie. He's playing the character he's supposed to be. A character that doesn't want to change. He's the one stuck in place while Murphy's trying to push them forward.
Yeah.
I like the score. The score is really
great.
Do you
think why top is this a high tier Christopher Nolan score for you?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it has its grand moments. It knows how to be like for the sad moments and not how to like not be too much.
Yeah. I
feel like I want to know who scored this. I gotta look into that. I might the vinyl for this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's not Hans Zimmer.
I don't think so.
I definitely know who it is.
I don't want to say I don't think so. I just don't know. But I like the planets. The planets were interesting. Oh, I only liked one planet, the water planet. I do wish they were
fucked up.
I do wish the other planets were more interesting.
Yeah.
Like maybe give Matt Damon a lava planet. No, not the complete opposite. Just water planet, lava planet. I like that. All the space stuff when they're like just flying through space looks really nice.
Yeah.
Cool. I was just really high, just like, damn, this looks dope. Going through the black hole.
Yeah.
That
Freaky.
ending, I like the ending. Christopher Nolan knows how to do these concept like ideas, but make it like very simple.
Yeah.
But it's also still like the more you think about it, you're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like just these other like these few people in the future that learned how to like time travel in a kind of realistic way is interesting. Because you could tell it's not fully figured out, but they still have the concept there. So you're like, oh, it's weird, but we just have to go through this little girl's room and
And then we could talk to the guy through the bookshelf.
yeah, talk to the guy through the bookshelf. And he can only talk to you through gravity anomalies. Is there anything you didn't like other than Casey Affleck?
I didn't like Casey Affleck. No, I mean,
How'd you feel about Topher Grace?
oh, he shows up. It's kind of a dweeb.
This is a perfect role for him. Just being slightly like awkward.
Yeah.
Being a scientist dude. I don't know.
And like you can tell he likes Jessica Chastain, but she doesn't think about him at all.
Yeah.
Until finally she's done with her big like.
It was cool, and then they don't show him at the end. Like,
Yeah.
was he dead by that time?
I think he was dead.
Oh.
That's my guess.
I don't think I didn't like anything in this movie. I feel like I really enjoyed this movie. It's very thought provoking. It really keeps you like glued to the TV.
Yeah.
Like,
It is captivating. And I kind of, when I was going to rewatch it, I didn't think I was going to. I feel like it's not my favorite Christopher Nolan movie. But then I started watching it. I'm like, this is a great movie.
it's a great
It's a great
one. It's
movie.
really good.
It's a good movie.
I feel like people don't watch this or talk about this enough.
Yeah.
I think it's that good.
No, it is. And I just mean, I feel like people probably talk about it.
I don't think they talk about
People
it.
talk
that
about
much.
it.
I feel like
Interstellar.
Inception's more talked about
Oh.
than Interstellar.
It should be Tenet. We should all be talking about Tenet all the time.
No, we shouldn't.
This
We
is going to
should.
be my Tenet part.
No. Every time you talk about Tenet, I'm just like cutting that. I'm just like, cut that part where you said Tenet.
Don't cut out the Tenet part.
Okay, so a new rating system. It's basically how high you should get before this movie, but we rate it in bong rips. So I would say a good 2 to 3 bong rips. Don't get too crazy high, but get high enough to where you're like, oh shit,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Yes, that's the sweet spot.
What about you?
No, I totally agree. Like, did you say 2 to 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would maybe 2 to 3.
Yeah,
I
2.
would maybe say 3 to 4.
3, 4? Ooh, okay.
Well, is it more bong rips? Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
You don't want to be so high that you don't feel the emotion. Yeah, you're right. 2 to 3, because you don't want to be so high that you don't feel the emotion.
Yeah, you want to at least like know what's going on.
Right.
too.
You want to be watching that score and then be like, oh my god, I'm gonna cry. Christopher Nolan, what did you do to me?
Literally.
Look at that corn.
When they're at the the dinner table, and it's just like cornbread and just corn. I was like, okay, they got options at least.
Yeah.
There's probably a bowl of popcorn for this.
We got both kinds.
Oh.
We got corn. We got corn.
That would be it for me.
Yeah.
I don't want to see corn. I'll just start with that point.
Give me that synthesized sweet underground food. Whatever you got in that underground bunker, give that to me.
What are they eating down there?
Yeah. Probably corn.
Yeah, most likely corn.
Yeah.
But anyway, Interstellar, great movie.
Great movie.
Oh,
2 to 3
such a
bong
good
rips.
times. Wait, what?
2 to 3 bong rips.
Yeah, 2 to 3 bong
Don't
rips.
forget.
Definitely, I would say it's one of his best.
Yeah.
No, his best. It's
Yeah.
one of his best. I don't want to go into like tops or anything. Because
Would you say like general top 5? Just off the top of your head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
After rewatching it, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for watching. Bye.
Hold up.